One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Colorado Rockies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Harper and Arenado look to provide some fireworks. Next, Curtis Granderson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Harper, and this one is gone. A home run.
In the second spot tonight,
a solo home run for Curtis Granderson, number 14 on the season, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead as Drupal Cabrera started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Cole gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Hard hit ball towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Nolan Arenado takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender, 0-2. And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Ben Paulson set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
3-0 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Turned on down the line, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Justin Upton will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. First delivery to him on the way. Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike 1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Michael Conforto comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first. Starling Marte will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Parra giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Batting third.
So striding in, Bryce Harper, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is taken outside for ball one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One out and a runner on second base. Hit sharply toward the right side. Granderson is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Carlos Correa, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
Parra is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Gerardo Parra makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Cole into the windup. First pitch on its way.
Gerardo Parra.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Striding into the box, Carlos Corporan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
I think I might have seen a flinch there behind the plate, but he wouldn't ring him up.
Hit hard toward the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. The pitcher, Henderson Alvarez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Harper over to his right, 2 gone. Curtis Granderson will get a second shot at it now. Remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Lays off 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That evens it up, 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. The relay. But he'll get in there with an RBI double. Into the box now as Dribble Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
He's got to start finding ways to throw that curveball for strikes, because if he doesn't, guys will keep taking it and wait for the fastball.
Outside, 3-0 now. He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Joe Panik gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And he sends one deep down the right field line. On the move is Harper. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Luis Valbuena will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Luis
Out in front of it, strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Francisco Cervelli will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A runner at first with no outs here. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. John Jaso will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit to first. Scooped up to Cabrera for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nolan Arenado is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Number 10.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Paulson. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Justin Upton stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Josh Harrison will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Josh Harrison.
Hit hard on the ground to second. 1 away. Now in the box, Garrett Cole. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Michael Conforto will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Well, he hit the fastball, so we're going to see right here if they still come at him with the hard stuff.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Gerardo Parra is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Carlos Corcoran rides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat.
Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
The pitcher, number 37.
A solo shot down the line in right. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead. Henderson Alvarez stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
To 2-2 now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
The right fielder, number
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Hit to short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Bryce Harper stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. Now a look and a throw back to second. But the runner's back easily.
Simple throw over there.
No one out with a runner at second. Shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third is Marte heading home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. He flew out in his last at-bat. Alvarez sets. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Heading out toward shallow right. After it is Granderson. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Luis Valbuena steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
That's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Drilled to the right side. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
2 out here and a runner at second. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Harper will round third with a full head of steam. And the tag will come too late as he scores to make it a 3-2 game now. John Jaso stands in.
Up next for Pittsburgh, first baseman.
First pitch on its way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Right side hit hard, and that's through into right field for a base hit, and he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. Granderson will get it in quickly, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
The batter, number 5.
So stepping in, Josh Harrison, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Garrett Cole stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. Corcoran is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. As Drupal Cabrera heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, as Drupal Cabrera.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Joe Panik will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Marte on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Nolan Arenado ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. Line drive to left. Conforto is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Michael Conforto. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Starling Marte will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate, Matt.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Upton going back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper as they take the lead 4-3. Carlos Correa stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Luis Valbuena will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Ben Paulson makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Lifted into center field. Marte is under it to put it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out to kick off the 6th.
Number 8.
Leadoff man
Justin
gone for the left
Upton.
fielder, Justin Upton. Cole has his target. Here comes the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. Gerardo Parra will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Harrison has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Francisco Cervelli will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th. Into the windup and the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. 0-1, here it comes. Smoke toward third. And he's retired here, 1 away. Digging in, John Jaso. He singled his last time up.
John Jaso.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Now to the plate, Josh Harrison. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Garrett Cole will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments, and he needs to make one here.
Josh Bell will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 guys. And here's a ball hit in the air. Corcoran waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Back here in Pittsburgh. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Jeff Locke is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Carlos Corcoran will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Harper is there, 1 down. Henderson Alvarez will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. DJ LeMahieu will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
DJ LeMahieu.
Takes this the other way to right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. Locke sets. Here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Quick check on that tying run at first. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And Granderson swings and misses that time as he's down on strikes for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 13.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now as Dribble Cabrera, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Swung on, missed. 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jason Gurka will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Jason Gurka.
Michael Conforto digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
Michael Conforto.
Chopper foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Parra sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Starling Marte digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, they found him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Granderson is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Bryce Harper ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Line to the right side. Granderson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Joe Panik, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Locke has his target. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is that circle change swung on and missed. 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Nolan Arenado will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Ben Paulson will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
First baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to golf at it, but he missed. Strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Up next for Colorado.
Digging in, Justin Upton. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he misses again, 2-0. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Gerardo Parra steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Mark Reynolds will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Mark Reynolds.
Jared Hughes will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Daniel Descalso will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte moves over, and that ends the inning. Carlos Correa will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Brian Schlitter is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. And that misses 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Digging in once again, Luis Valbuena. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Nobody out, runner on first. Too high. 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Francisco Cervelli will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And plenty of room out there for Granderson, and there are 2 away now. John Jaso digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, And all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
And he'll get back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Runner goes for second. A swinging bunt to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Carlos Corporan. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Tony Watson will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th. Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single. Brian Schlitter comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. First offering on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And he's set down 1 away. Runner at second, 1 away, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Nope. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Trying to hold the lead. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Asdrubal Cabrera has a chance now to bring home the tying run standing on second base. Mark Melanson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Melanson's ready. Here's his offering. And that misses inside 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Conforto is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Rockies, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Colorado Rockies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Harper and Arenado look to provide some fireworks. Next, DJ LeMahieu is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
In the second spot tonight.
Settling in now, Ryan Rayburn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Nolan Arenado takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Liriano sets. Here's the first pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Curtis Granderson will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead. And
the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Justin Upton is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
This would be a big time to pick up back-to-back strikeouts if you can get it.
Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Michael Conforto comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Shot towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. Starling Marte will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Bryce Harper takes his first shot now with a man at first following the 1-out single.
Well, this is kind of the way you draw it up. Have at least one guy on base for the middle of your order. We'll see if they can drive him in and get that early run.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth,
Carlos Correa set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Luis Valbuena stands in trying to cash in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away.
Yeah, and if nothing else, they've at least done a pretty good job of making this starter work right here in the first inning.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Popped high in the air. Arenado is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Asdrubal Cabrera will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Liriano into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Striding into the box, Mark Reynolds, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Marte, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around first, heading for second now, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Carlos Corporan will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, you kind of just take his batting average with a grain of salt, because you know he's never been known as one of those good major league hitters.
Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And another foul ball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Coming to the plate now, Jordan Lyles, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Francisco Cervelli will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Back to the mound and off his leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. John Jaso will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Josh Harrison gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. The tag, and he is out. DJ LeMahieu will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. Liriano has his target. First pitch on its way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. One away here to begin the third. Ryan Rayburn is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And he takes ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number two. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Correa. Throw to first to get him easily, and the side is retired. Francisco Liriano digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Francisco Liriano.
Grounded to the right. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Michael Conforto stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high. 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Line to the right side. Rayburn is there. 2 down. Starling Marte will dig in. He singled his first time around. Hit hard towards the hole. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryce Harper. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Carlos Correa steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Runner on first with 2 away. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Luis Valbuena stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting,
Francisco Cervelli steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game. John Jaso stands in, the 8th man to bat in the inning, as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cabrera onto the grass, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Curtis Granderson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Digging in now, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And that was a big strikeout in this game, too. If you remember, there were 2 guys in scoring position, so he's got to be looking for a much more productive at-bat this time.
And it's quickly 0-2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The shortstop,
as Drubal Cabrera is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Josh Harrison is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And that misses ball 1. Push to the right side. And right there is Reynolds. Quick hands, and there's 1 away.
The pitcher,
Francisco
number 47.
Liriano stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Lyles looks in. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Michael Conforto will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far.
Well, sitting up here, it looks like there's a lot of white.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Mark Reynolds. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 36.
Carlos Corporan comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And Liriano's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Jordan Lyles stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. That's popped up out towards short right field. Harrison is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Starling Marte comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. LeMahieu's got it, and he's retired here, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Reynolds is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Carlos Correa digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. 1-2, here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. DJ LeMahieu will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Smoke toward third. Balbuena fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Ryan Rayburn will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Next offering from Liriano will make an even 70 pitches thus far. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Harper. He gets there, and that's the second out. Nolan Arenado will step in. A ground-out victim his last time. Liriano gets the sign. Here it comes. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. Luis Balbuena will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates half of the 6th.
Third baseman, Luis Balbuena.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Cervelli.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0. And that'll get down for a base hit. John Jaso will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Josh Harrison will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. LeMahieu towards second. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Francisco Liriano gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the seats, 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Curtis Granderson is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Justin Upton.
Here comes the first pitch. Justin Upton stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The shortstop, number 13.
As Drupal Cabrera will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. I mean, his mechanics have called a cab and left the ballpark.
Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Conforto giving chase, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditionals.
Michael Conforto will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Upton is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 7th.
Number 6.
Digging in, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Right fielder number 34.
Bryce Harper strides in, grounded out his last time through. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Lyles gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Mark Reynolds, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here, 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away.
Carlos Corporan.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the 2nd out.
The pitcher.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Jordan Lyles. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Carlos Correa digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
The Pirates. The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Hot shot to third. Gloved by Arenado. 1 away. Into the box now, Luis Valbuena. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
Rayburn racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double. Into the box, Francisco Cervelli. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rayburn on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And he is in there. John Jaso will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
First baseman, Sean
Lyles comes set. Here's his offering. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Corcoran reaches out for the tag, and that ends the inning. DJ LeMahieu will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Harper is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Ryan Rayburn will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
This one's flared out toward left. Conforto has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Nolan Arenado makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Neftali Feliz will get the call here as he'll try to work the final third of an inning. Feliz is ready. Here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Colorado, good night. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockies, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Francisco Liriano. His record is now 4-3. The loss goes to Jordan Lyles. He falls to 3-3. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.